Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the PopSockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome to ElectroDrive News, where we're driving the conversation on clean energy and sustainable transportation. I'm your host, Emma, and today we're talking about a game changer in the auto industry: California's plan to phase out gasoline-only cars by 2035. But before we dive into that, it's worth noting that this isn't just a California issue, it's a nationwide concern. The Senate just blocked a federal waiver that allowed California to set its own clean air standards, higher than those of the federal government. What does this mean for the auto industry and our collective future? At stake is not only the American auto industry, but also the environmental impact of gasoline-powered vehicles. Did you know that transportation accounts for about 27% of greenhouse gas emissions in the United States? By phasing out gasoline-only cars, California aims to reduce those emissions by a significant margin. ElectroDrive News has been covering this story closely, and we've seen how it sparked heated debate between Democrats and Republicans. The plan was first introduced under former President Joe Biden's administration, which issued a waiver allowing California to set its own standards. However, the Senate Republicans are now pushing back, using a controversial procedural tactic to block the plan. One Democrat, Sen. Elissa Slotkin of Michigan, surprisingly voted in favor of this move, joining the majority of Republicans in opposing it. But it's worth noting that she didn't necessarily agree with the reasoning behind it. Rather, she's taking a principled stand against Democrats' efforts to override the federal government. Now, we know some might say that California has overstepped its bounds by setting its own standards without congressional approval. However, proponents of this plan argue that states have the right to protect their citizens from dirty air and water. As Sen. Adam Schiff put it so eloquently, California has a right to protect its own people. But what about the impact on the American auto industry? Republicans argue that this plan would lead to job losses, higher costs for consumers, and disrupt supply chains nationwide. And there's some truth to those concerns. After all, California is a significant hub for the automotive manufacturing industry. ElectroDrive News has spoken to experts in both fields, who agree that a transition to electric vehicles will require significant investment and infrastructure development. But it also presents an opportunity to create new jobs, stimulate innovation, and reduce our reliance on fossil fuels. So what's next? It's clear that this is just the beginning of a long and contentious debate about the role of government in regulating clean energy and transportation policy. As Sen. Shelley Moore Capito said, the Biden administration and congressional Democrats tried to block the will of the American people. But Congress has now spoken, and it seems the tide might be shifting. At ElectroDrive News, we're committed to driving this conversation forward, exploring the complexities of clean energy and sustainable transportation policy. We'll keep you updated on any developments and encourage you to join us in our mission to create a cleaner, more sustainable future for all Americans. That's all for now. Thanks for watching ElectroDrive News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more news and analysis on clean energy and electric vehicles.